Hi, I'm Emmanuel and welcome to my playthrough of the Lost Ruins of Arnak. We are starting turn 2 of chapter 4, the final chapter in the solo campaign. So let's go ahead and grab our 5 cards, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what do we have? We have Exploration, Fear, Sturdy Boots, Lantern, and Revolver. That is awesome, but as is usual, we know we have to move up because this is getting flooded at the end of this round. We have to, our mission is to move up as much as possible over here. But let's go and see what the rival is going to do. They are going to buy the least expensive item on the left, which will be this one right over here. All right, over to us. We're going to go ahead and use a boot right here to move one of our explorers to get the 2 tablets that we need for the next level. Back over here to the rival, and the rival will, this is turn 2. The rival will explore a site, the lower one on the bottom, which will be this one right over here. And they get this one, and this time they don't have any guardian. Let me put the worker on there. Back over to us. So let's go right ahead and tap this one to get rid of the fear card. That's a free action. And the next thing we're going to do, well, we need an arrow. And the only water the boat that we have for there is the revolver. But I wanted to keep the revolver to defeat a guardian. However, that being said, if we use it there, we can't defeat the guardian. So let's save this for something else. But we do need an arrow. We do need an arrow. So let's go ahead and use this card to maximize flexibility and use any tent site. Now we can use that one, of course, but we're going to be using this one over here to get our arrow. Over to the guardian. The rival, I keep saying the guardian. He defeats a guardian, but there is none, so he's going to be going up on the right, so he's going to come over here, and this one is gone. Back over to us. This time we're going to be coming over here and spending 2 tablets and 1 arrow to come over here. We get a compass as a reward, as well as we get to draw a card. And we draw a funding card. Over to the rival, and the rival goes to a gem site. It'll be this one over here, down here. Back over to us. Let me see what I want to do now. Now, what's interesting about this one is that you can buy an item at no cost over here. We are going to need to explore a site to be able to spend the idol that we need to come up here. We also do have a compass card here that would give us the 3rd one that we need. So let me think about what I want to do here. Now, a little retro, when we got to this space here, I did forget to do the reveal story. So let's go ahead and reveal story to see what happens here. Markings above. This is a strange place indeed. It reminds me of the crypt. The ceiling is covered with markings I have not seen on this island before. I think they could be hints or instructions, maybe even some sort of map. You may upgrade and get a time instead of gaining 2 gold from this research row. Well, it is what it is. We have to keep the 2 gold because we've already spent it. So that is an easy one. So I missed that one. Sorry about that. But the penalty is ours. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this one over here. We're going to go ahead and get a time. And we're going to move with a discount of two boots to this space over there, which costs 2 boots. And we also, now I either get 2 more compasses, which I either can prepare for next turn to come up to one of these sites, and we immediately get 2 of those. You know what? I think I'm just going to get the 2, and we're going to save it for next turn. So let's go here back to the rival. The rival goes to an arrowhead site, which will be this one over here. Whoops. Back over to us. I am going to keep this one in my hand this turn, and because we can do that, and I'm going to go ahead and cash these in for a time and a gold. We now have 6 of these compasses. We go, and then we are going to pass over to the rival. The rival buys the least expensive artifact, which will be this 1-point artifact. This slides over. Continuing on, they go to a compass site, which will be this one over here. Then they come up to the board over here, and they move up here, and they're going to remove the top one from here, and the top one from the rightmost pile with the most, which will be this one over here. Then it's up, then it's them. They're going to go to a gold site, which is this one down here. And finally, they're going to go to a tablet site. And there is no tablet site, therefore they're going to get a gold, scoring them 1 point at the end of the game. Well, that is our turn. We're going to keep this card in our hand for next turn. And so let me get set up for the next turn, and I'll be right back. There we go. We have reset the board, but now we have to see how the water rises. And it says, at the end of round 2, use the supply board to completely flood all of the 10 sites and the first 2 rows of the research track. Retrieve the 3 tiles in the process. If any of the rivals' research tokens were in the first 2 rows, place them on a starting space on the supply board. And then place 3 tiles besides row 3, 4, and 5. These spaces will be flooded at the end of the 3rd round. All right, we're done, and we are in serious trouble because all of these sites are now flooded. I'm putting my tokens there because these are no longer available. I have no idea how I'm going to make it. And we have to move our magnifying glass at the very least 1, 2, 3 spaces up on the board. That is going to be quite an adventure, but for that, you'll have to join me tomorrow for turn 3. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, click on my logo over here to subscribe. Here is a video that might be of interest to you, as well as a playlist of other playthroughs on my channel. Until tomorrow, thanks for watching.